All right, man, we back. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. You see what we're going to talk about today, the live reaction to the press conference that Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez did today was some interesting thing that I wanted to point out. Also, what's next for Wilder since no Fury? I think it's time for him to hang him up. Also, we're going to talk about some of these dudes who follow Roy Jones. Also, we're going to end off a little bit Jerron Ennis. So, appreciate everybody for checking in. Ray Zone, Coffee Universe. Y'all make sure you check out Coffee Universe channel. HeFly85, Kobe 2K fans say hit the smash the like button. Damon Webster, salute. Lather, salute. Everybody in here. So make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Also got a Facebook group. Check that out. All the links in the description. If you ever have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, appreciate and love and support. Appreciate everybody donating to the channel, and I got some few names to shout out because I did not know people donated to me in the PayPal. So, and I got some cash apps to shout out if I can pull those up. But give me a minute. Boop, 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 boop. Ricky E, appreciate it. Mark, I ain't gonna say the last name, appreciate it. Ed, as usual, appreciate it. Appreciate everybody for sitting in. Gary sent something, Ed sent something again, so appreciate everybody that sent something in the PayPal as well. Cash App, if you want to donate PayPal, that link's in the description. Let me see if I can pull that up. I don't know how to operate past Cash App. John, I'm just gonna say your first name. He said for the WBC belt in one of my videos. Vinny, appreciate it. Robert, appreciate it. Everybody that donate, appreciate it. If you want to donate to the Cash App, it's in the description. CJ Good 313. That's the Cash App PayPal link there. Also, if you got a question, use the super chat. But if you don't have a question, send it Cash App and PayPal. But best way to donate is share the video. And if you haven't, hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Share the video. When today we had Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko. They was face to face, no mask on, with Joe Tessitore up there in the bubble. They also their teams passed their first wave of COVID tests, so all of them came back negative on both sides. But you know, one thing that just stood out to me was that I don't know if anybody picked up on it in the press conference. Oh, sound like I'm too far away? All right, give me a minute. Let me know if it sounds better. All right, let me know if it sounds better. All right, hold on. Let me change this shit. Give me a minute. All right. Turn it down. All right, let me know if it sounds better. But one thing I noticed about the Lomachenko and Lopez, Lomachenko told Lopez how to beat him. Anybody pick up on that? Joe Tessitore asked him, you know, what style will make you have to, you know, bring your best, and he said an aggressive style. So that just lets you know he can't fight going backwards. I know he can't fight going backwards. We know he can't fight going backwards. I picked Lomachenko because he was more experienced, going 12, his stamina, his work rate. But I'm pulling for Teofimo Lopez. I hope Lopez put his power out. We gonna have a party. You know? But Lomachenko told him how to beat him. He told him how to beat him. He told him, Joe Tessitore asked, he said, what style, you know, make you bring out your best? He said a pressure style. He told T.O. what he need to do. But he also said he think the fight will be a chess match. It better not be no chess match. If it's a chess match, I think 99.9% of the boxing world, if you ask them to be honest, is going to say Lomachenko going to win a chess match. T.O. better go in there and plow drive him. On Blood, Sweat, and Tears, I didn't see it yet, but I seen some clips. His daddy told him in sparring, you got to pressure him. You got to do that in sparring because that's what we're going to need to beat him. So they know they need to pressure him. He said Loma just showing his confidence. That got to be. That's what I go in there, and I go in there, hit him everywhere but the bottom of his feet. Lomachenko just got to go out there, hit him on the L. His shoulder been dislocated. Hit him on the shoulders, hit him on the elbows, hit him on the hip. Hit him everywhere. He's an old man. Nobody said when he was at 26, Lomachenko, oh, he was too big. He was bigger than damn near every 26 pounder there was. At 30, it's probably pretty much everything is even. At 35, he's small. He said, T.O. looked anxious to let those hands go. Yeah. You know, and they asked T.O. about his father and the comments he made when he was crying. He said they hashed it up and they hugged it out. And I didn't know the origin of the beef. I think I heard the story, but pretty much they addressed it, and they said that Teofimo Lopez Senior came up to his Lomachenko like a gentleman and shook his hand. Now, the daddy made it seem like he didn't do nothing. He said that, you know, I just shook your hand and said my son is gonna knock you out, and basically Lomachenko just walked off. And at the time, his son probably wasn't nothing. Now, obviously, they got the Ellie Sackback footage. And he said that he didn't understand Lomachenko. It's a language gap. And that's kind of where the beef started at. And Teofimo Senior, well, Junior told his dad that he had his back and all that. But, you know, I mean, you come up to me and tell me some prospect gonna knock me out, I'm gonna walk right by you too. But they just need motivation. They need motivation for the fight. You need a reason not to like the guy. And people that's getting mad at Teofimo Lopez for being confident and disrespecting Loma, unless it's real bad blood like Mitch Green and Mike Tyson or something like that, at the end of the day, it's all love. People read too much into what fighters say to build up the fight. People made a living of getting mad at Floyd and Floyd rubbing them the wrong way. I'm the Uno, Shitty Shane. People read too much into it. Floyd respected Shane Mosley. But Floyd had to do what he had to do to sell the fight. You know what I'm saying? You know, people get mad at what people say. It's just like a TV show. You gotta sell it. Gotta be some drama. It gotta be some animosity. It gotta be actors. Same thing wrestling. Wrestling ain't real. You know, some people might have some beef behind, backstage, but it's just business. It's all orchestrated, knowing who gonna win. It's all wrote out. It's a story. It ain't nothing but, the soap operas. And people get mad at Teofimo Lopez for talking junk because they don't understand the sport. Out of probably, I'm going to say 95% of the boxing matches I've seen where guys talk stuff to each other and it seems like it's bad blood, they shake hands or touch gloves or hug it out at the end of the fights. Chuck, salute. Miami Kid, salute. T.O. too emotional. I think he's going to freeze up. I don't think so. Emotion is sometimes good. Chad Dawson was an emotionless fighter. He didn't have that next gear. You need emotion. Some people think emotion is bad. You need emotion. He might freeze up. He might not. I doubt it. Bobby Swag, salute. He said, I'm telling every non-boxing fan I know about this fight. You got to. This is the one that should deliver. He said that boy Tyson Fury's juicing. That's why he postponed it. I don't know. I don't think he fight him. He don't got to fight him. But we'll get there. Most people think he won the first two fights to begin with. Call Al Heyman. But this should be a good fight. Loma think it's gonna be a chess match. If it's a chess match, he should win the fight. Come on, man. He out there. I mean, to me, they said Pedraza only landed 12% of his shots. I don't be believing BoxRec. The first half of that fight with Pedraza was right there neck and neck with Lomachenko. To be honest, he was right there neck and neck. It really wasn't no big discrepancy between them, a big gap until, Lomachenko, stamina took off. That's the difference between Lomachenko and a lot of these fighters. With Linares, the difference was, Linares was never a good lightweight. Okay, he was okay lightweight. He got beat by Antonio DeMarco. I mean, you can keep naming guys who stopped him. And he wasn't even one of the more powerful punchers. I don't even think he stopped Anthony Corella. If my memory serves me correctly, was it Corella he fought? I'll pull it up. But I don't even think he stopped Corella twice. Just let that sink in for a minute. I'm about to verify that. Hold on. Taking these socks off. I bought these Adidas socks. Man, they tighter than the Joker on my foot. Rod, I see you. But I'm going to pull that up. Because I don't think he stopped Anthony Corolla. I mean, I didn't watch the fight. I must have had a life 2 days they fought. You know, maybe I seen a highlight. I think I did some film study. Hold on. Yeah, he didn't even stop Anthony Corolla. You know, he in the Quan, I see you, Bobby Swag. Oh, hey, Jamaica, salute. What's going on, homie? He didn't even stop Corolla. And I ain't talking about the Toyota. And Lomachenko stopped Corolla. So Linares ain't got this big power. Linares ain't no huge puncher. He put Lomachenko and he separated Lomachenko's shoulder. So he ain't the biggest puncher in the world. I can see if Luke Campbell dropped you. Luke Campbell got power at lightweight. Don't know how to use it. He hurt Lomachenko a couple times. He hurt him on the chin. Lomachenko just got good stamina. He can recover, and he got a good poker face. But to be honest, Lomachenko, I've been saying he's a good fighter. He took a lot of chances in his career because he was in a race between time. But he ain't the most skillful fighter. He's a pressure fighter. He's in the line of Jake LaMotta, you know, and really he flat-footed. He when he coming forward, he'd get on his toes and use angles. But if you watch him move, you know, move coming in and moving sideways a little bit or move sideways and backwards, he flat-footed. He ain't on his toes like Ali. He's a pressure fighter that got, you know, flashy footwork and hand speed. He not your great grandfather's pressure fighter. You know what I'm saying? And people talk about his level of opposition. I mean, to be honest, he ain't fought nobody. You know what I'm saying? Who do y'all look on his resume and be like, man, who did he fight? Who did he fight? Well, they've been promoting it. Monday Night Football, they've been promoting it. So that's why I'm asking, like, who did Lomachenko fight to make y'all jump out and say, damn, you know, he up there not knowing how to speak English and all that. Like, what is he worth the top rank? He worth nothing. He sold like 300 tickets versus Corolla in L.A. Loma got that Europe hype. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Dr. Blick. Punch quote, he said, hashtag the takeover is Loma on his last fight with Top Rank. Bob don't let you off that easy. Oh, he is on like his last fight. Mommy Kid J said, salute to T.O. for taking this challenge and daring to be great. I would like to see Devin Haney and Javante take on challenges as well. No, they just want the easy route. They just want to come up and challenge champions. They don't want to fight nobody. Gary Russell, I guess, was never impressed with Gary. Sorry, you know, Gary Russell was kind of competing in that fight, trying to, and he also showed the flaw with Lomachenko. You can punch with him. He dropped Lomachenko too. He dropped Lomachenko. I think he countered him with a right hand. So if you can punch with Lomachenko, Lomachenko ain't the skilled. Ty, salute. What's going on? Yeah, he ain't the most skillful fighter in the world. You know what I'm saying? He's a good fighter for today. You know, he just a pressure fighter. You know what I'm saying? He a pressure fighter that don't throw all hard shots. Your pressure fighters like LaMotta with the T-Rex arms, they like to press. They like to press. You know, they like to touch you. It ain't a lot of flashy hand speed. You know, Chavez's hands wasn't slow, but they flowed the way they need to flow. Who else you could think about that was a pressure fighter? I mean, Duran, he can box and bring the pressure. Hagler can box and walk you down. You know, but really, Lomachenko might be the most. He the most glorified. He a glorified pressure fighter. That's it. He ain't no boxer puncher. Boxer puncher is Terrence Crawford, Keith Thurman, Muhammad Ali. You know, Bernard Hopkins. You know, those were boxer punchers. You know, he a pressure fighter. He a pressure fighter with good stamina. Now, a lot of pressure fighters had great stamina. LaMotta, Chavez, you can keep going on and on. If you're going to be a pressure fighter, you're going to have great stamina. You're going to have to take it up to the next level. But the difference with him is when he bring pressure, he don't throw jaw breaking punches. He don't throw hard punches. He bring pressure with hand speed, switching the speeds his punches up, and he a great body puncher too. He got all the characteristics of a pressure fighter. Excuse me. He got great stamina, good body puncher. You know, the only thing he really don't got, you know, he got okay head movement. Most great pressure fighters have pretty good head movement. The only thing he don't got is the fans don't label him a pressure fighter, but that's what he is. Really, pretty much all your great pressure fighters got high stamina. You know what I'm saying? That's what he is. Lopez got Loma thinking about the fight really hard. Yeah, it's going to. You know, and another thing Lopez brings up, I don't watch film. That's kind of the most ignorant thing I can say. I'll let the trainers, you need to watch films. Oh, every fight is different. Nigga, every fighter got tendencies. How you think Joe Frazier and Eddie Futch found out that Muhammad Ali dropped his backhand and they beat his ass with the left hook? Every fighter got tendencies. Why you think Bill Belichick watched tape? Tom Brady watched tape. LeBron watched tape. It's no different across sports. You know, if you watch tape, you notice when Loma when he jab, sometimes he get lazy, don't bring his hand back. If you notice, he go to his right. If Lomachenko favors his right hand, if Lomachenko gonna slip, I'm gonna say about 88% of the time he gonna start to slip or move towards his right hand. You need to know that. If you gonna set him up, if you TO, you gonna set him up with a left hook to the body or a throwaway left hook and walk him into a straight right, he gonna walk right into the right hand. He goes to his left a ton. He makes mistakes. He's open to get punished. He's not a great defensive fighter. I've been saying that. Angel, salute. He said Lopez getting high rock carrots on free TV would be great for boxing, especially in the U.S. It'll take him to another stratosphere. Sumter, salute. It'll take him to another stratosphere. But what you got to understand is, with his mentality of talking about knockout, what if it don't come? You know, what if the knockout don't come and they go into deep waters? Do you carry your power 12? He looked good versus Nakatani. He looked good carrying his power. He was explosive in the 12th round. So you got to understand, a counterpuncher can really take the fight to where he want to take it to. He can control the pace. You know, how many people you see, you know, set the pace on Danny Garcia and keep it for 12 rounds? Even Lamont Peterson didn't do that. Lamont Peterson, he fought a slow first half of the fight, then he stepped it up. Thurman fought a fast first half, and then he jogged on the back end of the fight. When you're a counterpuncher, you control the flow of the fight, especially if you can establish that you can counter your opponent. Mr. Cruz, he said, what's up? I feel like Lopez is a win-win situation because he is willing to risk it all for legacy fight. And then when he lose, people going to be, oh, this what he big mouth get. It's all about selling the fight. That's all it's about. It's nothing personal. People just get too emotional about this. Oh my God, it's like WWE. It's like a movie. They gotta sell you on the character. That's all it is. He supposed to talk. If Lopez don't talk, is the fight as hyped as it is? No. If they don't have beef with Loma and his dad don't tell the story about how Loma refused to shake their hand. Is this fight as big? This fight is big and great because of the bad blood. Come on, man. Dude, Gervonta Tank Davis and Leo is supposed to fight next week. Do that fight got any buzz? Seriously. Or do that? I mean, them being on lovey-dovey with each other. Leo, a great fighter. And, you know, I look forward to fight Leo on October 30th. Come on. I respect Mayweather and you know, my father. Come on, that shit don't sell. Look at Danny and Earl born sell. They did that Fox PBC promo. People hyped it up, and it was born. Lopez showing personality. Lopez say, I don't need no title defense. I'm going straight to the smoke. Come on, he doing something that Errol Spence scared to do. He doing something that if Earl Spence, Danny, Keith, Sean was in his division, and they had to fight a guy like Loma for undisputed, them niggas would be motherfucking milking it. they'll be milking it. Mark, salute. They'll be milking it. He said, Aunt W said, I thought the Chinese guy that went to dish with Lopez was solid and had he used his length more. I think he actually could have pulled it. Yeah, I liked him. He's a good fighter. Wonder what happened to him. He said you should add Errol Spence welterweight champion of the world picture. Yo, man, that motherfucker ain't no champion until he fight Crawford. And Crawford ain't no champion. They title holders. Ain't no champions, they title holders. He said, if you're serious about your craft, you study film. Facts. Floyd said that shit. I believe Floyd took study film. Cause everybody got tendencies. Oh, Chicken Cruise and Cabbage Patch is this month. When is the Stuntman and 12 Toes? December 5th. He said Nakatani retired. He suffered brain bleeding versus T.O. Is that fact? Is that real, Lawrence? Shout out to Lawrence Williams. Y'all check his channel out. Damn, that's crazy. You know, his brain bleeding wasn't just because of the trauma he took versus Teofimo Lopez. His brain. Remember, they said Andre Ward. I was just watching that fight a couple of days ago. Andre Ward said they was carrying him to the fighter meeting because he was struggling to make the weight. That's kind of what happened when you struggling to make the weight, because you drain all the water out your body, and don't forget your brain sitting in water. So that brain bleeding was due to him squeezing down, making that weight, and also it has something to do with Lopez going upside his head. I think Lopez really wants to hurt him. I hope he do, Miami kid. I hope he knock his eyeballs out. Because, like I said before, media and fans can make you hate somebody, or make you dislike a fighter or athlete. They've been shoving this Loma glizzy down our throat for how long? And he ain't fought nobody. Rod Rodriguez said everyone at work talking about this fight at work, bro. Blacks, whites, Mexicans, and even Filipinos talking about this fight. Hashtag free TV. That Blood, Sweat, and Tears, I think episode number 2, it was trending on trending on YouTube. You know, and ESPN been doing a good job of promoting it. He said Nakatani should have moved up 2 fights before a Lopez fight, and that's what happened. You know, all you do is age your body when you keep dragging yourself. All you do is shorten your career. Knock his muffin cap back, Blue. Salute. Reese Cup 1998, 91, excuse me. Yeah, man. I mean, Lopez is doing this, and I'm not. Even if he loses, he quit, I'm still going to celebrate him because he took a chance that nobody else did. He probably was at Wilder Fury 2 or watching it and was like, dang, I want to be part of a spectacle. See, he could have squeezed his way out this fight. Ain't no fans. Oh, I ain't going to fight Loma till it's no fans. Come on, they both took a pay cut. Loma was supposed to be getting close to 5, and T.O. was supposed to be getting close to 3. He said he was having trouble and been in some wars. Jason said, not gonna lie, T.O. performance Saturday on ESPN will make boxing look good. T.O. gets Loma out of there. If he do, y'all already know what I said. He going number 1 in the pound for pound. He going number 1 in my pound for pound list right there with Terrence Crawford. People say, well, you know, he need to do more. What you mean? Who did more? Did knock out Lomachenko or beat Lomachenko? Who in boxing did? Maybe Pacquiao, but he on his way out. Who did more? If this dude stopped Lomachenko in impressive fashion or beat him in impressive fashion, come on, who got a better win out of the people of this generation in boxing? Nobody. Nobody. This the guy y'all put on the pedestal. This the guy I said was number 1. This the guy that only lost twice in his lifetime, once in the amateurs, once in the pros. Why shouldn't he be number 1? Or why he need to do more? Errol Spence 30 years old, and not Crawford because he didn't unify all belts. Errol Spence 30 years old. Deontay 35 years old. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury 34, 35 years old. And he ain't never had a title defense. He ain't never had all the belts. Same thing for Joshua. This dude did it by 23 years old. I mean, come on. He the A-side for the rest of his career. He'd be the youngest undisputed champion in boxing history. that had all 4 belts plus the ring. Do you see Lopez moving up? No, he said he'd stay for Tank, but he said he moving up. He said he moving up. He said he wanted Taylor and Ramirez winner. I don't see that happening though. I heard Bill. He said Miami J Kid. I heard Bill Handy hating on this kid while they took a fight with Gamboa. I mean, he couldn't touch my son in sparring. He probably right. That's sparring. You know, Bill right now, it's natural. Bill right now, like, he ain't gonna get it. Hell no, he ain't gonna get it. That's Bill right now. I ain't mad at him. Bill just signed his son to the wrong guy. Hold on, let me grab my water real quick. He just signed his son to the wrong guy. And I don't blame him for not messing with the father. Shit. But yeah, they brought NBC boxing back too. That's good. I think somebody said that the other day. I almost fell out my damn chair. You know, but like I said before, you know, that's natural. Your son fighting in Hollywood, Florida. I don't even know the last person that fought in Hollywood, Florida. But Devin is making more money than him. You know, before this fight. Devin making two for this Gamboa fight, I think. I think he making 2, I heard, and Gamboa making 1.5. But money can't buy you love, can't buy you happiness. See? What Ralph Transfer say? Can't buy you nothing. He ain't even the real champ. The champ is here. I done woke the dogs up. They out there barking like, who fucking with my house? The champ is here. When Devin and Bill come in, niggas ain't saying that belt. I respect them even more if they drop that belt. Make sure the thumbs up button. If they drop that belt, I respect them a lot more. You ain't no real belt. That's like one of those belts you can buy off one of them little people from their website. You can go buy that belt Devin Haney got. They ain't the real champ. You ain't no champ. The champ is here. The champ is here. It ain't Devin Haney. It's Lomachenko. Come on. They gave this nigga a fake belt. Come on. Ain't nobody think about Devin Haney. Raise your hands if you watching Devin Haney and Gamboa. Come on. Watching that bum bash. The undercard probably even worse. The zone need to hang it up. T.O. the future. He signed to the wrong promoter. He was thinking about money. He wasn't thinking about nothing else. He would have signed the top rank. Whew. He could have been right there with Lomachenko and Tia from Lopez, but he got the bag. The champ is here. The champ is here. It ain't him. You know, his daddy was on Scotty shit. Shout out to World Combat Sport. He talking about the I think one of them dudes said the belt didn't count. He was talking, man, we ain't trying to hear that shit, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Ain't nobody trying to hear that, bro. But it'll be a good fight on Saturday. Hopefully it don't end in no Paul Williams and Kermit Cintron type of shit. Or Bernard Hopkins and Chad Dawson won. My shoulder. Hopefully it don't end like that. Or somebody get knocked out the ring like Kermit Cintron. That nigga quit. I'll never forget that fight. I was like, man, hell with Kermit Cintron after that fight. Knowing Eddie, he putting on a whole bunch of UK. Man, I'm the zone. I ain't, please. Only fight I'm looking forward to over there is Ryan and Luke. But it's going to be crack Saturday. And all you PBC nut huggers that claim y'all don't watch Top Rank, y'all going to be watching. Y'all going to be watching. Y'all know y'all favorite Negro. Yeah, man. My Ukrainian Lomachenko, white Jesus, man. You know he gonna be. That nigga probably gargle Lomachenko balls if they give him an opportunity to. They taste like lemon juice, 78. You ever had that Minute Maid lemon juice, man? Oh man, I remember first time my granny sent me to the Piggly Wiggly to get some of those lemon dry juices. Excuse me, man. And yeah, man, that was good, man. Hell yeah, man. The pink kind, the yellow kind. She one time, nigga, me in Country Time, they had a blue kind, man. I'm like, man, blue lemonade, man. I ain't never seen that, man. You know, I'm from Tyler, Texas, man. We got one store, one gas station, and one football team, man. I was trapping out my 1989 Nissan Maximum, man. And hey, we talking about boxing. Yeah, man. Yeah, I love me some white people, man. All the people, man, my teeth white. That's the reason my teeth white, 78. Yeah, when I went in the penitentiary, my teeth was black, man. And, yeah, man, I used to always, y'all used to always lick on the brick. You know what I'm saying? I used to taste it, and I used to go too far, man. And the cartel boss would come down, man, and say, who ate a quarter of that brick, man? It was me, man. I used to say, I blamed it on Rodney, and they took Rodney, in the outhouse, man. And, man, I ain't seen Rodney since, man. I just had a cocaine addiction, man. But, yeah, my teeth was black, my gums was black. And I said, man, I'm going to get my life together, man. I'm going to stop doing this coke in jail, man. And ever since I turned from coke, man, I love white people, man. I looked at my teeth, I said, man, what if my whole body was white, man? Man, this is, man, yeah, man, I know we talking, man. Man. Hey, 78, man, I heard you was 5'7", 300 pounds. Yeah. I'm 5'7", man. I got a shop at that nigga 78 probably got a 50-inch waist. Like, do they even make 50-inch waists in 28 length? This nigga's unregular husky. Hey, man. 7'8" got a Cat Williams body. With a Biggie, Cat Williams height with Biggie body. Come on, man. Look at him, man. He probably just look like y'all ever seen Spine? Remember that little white looking clown that was from hell? That's how 7'8" look. That motherfucker look like a swole pinto bean. The biggest pinto beans are on the planet. Look how swole he look. Boy, just wide. Wide and short. Nigga look like CeeLo Green. You think I'm crazy? CeeLo Green. Crazy. Possibly. Hey, 7'8" won't put. Hey, 7'8" can't even. He wouldn't even wear a dress. They don't even make a dress in that size. Imagine 7'8", 5'7", 300 pounds. Motherfucker look like Respucia brother. Yeah, man. White Jesus ride. White Jesus, man. Yes, sir, Zaya, man. I love me the white man. My CO used to. He was white, man. He used to sneak me cornbread muffins in my cell, man. And yeah, 78. I miss them cornbread muffins, man. Man, hit the like button, man. Man, I ain't gonna never stop Ether that whole ass nigga. He better issue me an apology. He want me to stop. Shit, man. For real, man. But let's talk about Wilder. Yeah, man. I was so disappointed, man, to hear that Fury wasn't fighting Wilder, man. He's the white devil, man. I love some white people, but that Tyson Fury, man, I just can't do it. Oh, man, I can't. Man, these niggas mad, man. Damn, come on, did y'all really want to see Tyson Fury and Wilder 3? Come on, man. Y'all really believe in Al Heyman? Y'all believe in Al? Al, hey, look. If the fight ain't going down, where the evidence at? Where the autopsy at? Where the autopsy at? Where all the evidence at that he had something in his gloves? Where the water bottle at? Mark, salute. This is a great time. This is a great time to pull out the evidence. Brian, salute. Where the evidence at? Now let's take him to trial. What Mr. Big take that to trial? Take that to trial. I selling star dope back in 1986. I bought a Cadillac and put them things on that. The brains blue out with the white rubber seats. But I'm paying for that shit because that other shit is weak. Had them hooked because my crack tastes like ribs. Come on, man. R.I.P. to Mr. Biggs. Alabama great. Take the trial, Wilder. Take that the trial. Take that to trial, Wilder. Now's a good time to pull out the evidence. You better call Dick Tracy and Scruff McGruff. Come on, where Tay Jones at now, bruh? Come on, where the evidence at, man? The autopsy showed that Brian Stevenson, the autopsy showed that he hit him with an illegal object. Come on, it's a great time to take Tyson Fury to court. Come on, y'all still believe in Al? Al letting his fighters get hustled. Al probably took some backdoor money from Bob Arum and played him, bro. I told y'all, every brother ain't a brother. Damon said didn't want to see Wilder get embarrassed, man. I'm glad it. Man, that white boy got down on him twice. I'm honest, I like Wilder. That white boy, man, my boy left the bar, man. This nigga paid his tab, man. We eating that Dave and Buster's and shit. That nigga was mad, bro. He was mad as hell. Hey, look, I was drinking, bro. I was just calm. I said, I already knew this fight was over. The way Fury came out, and when Wilder landed them 2 flush right hands on Fury, I said, it's a wrap. Ain't nothing he could do about it. It's a wrap. Move on. Yo, Al Heyman and Shelly Finkel sold you out. Imagine if he beat AJ, bro. He'd be a legend. That's what happened, bro. Something to say. If it was the other way around, Tyson would have had Deontay Wilder in jail right now, and the WBC will see it too. You ain't lying. Wilder being in jail in Alabama. His own people in Tuscaloosa have. Look here, man. That's crazy, man. The WBC would have stripped Wilder. Remember, they tried to strip Wilder for saying he wanted to kill a man. It ain't no. What is? I mean, let's say Wilder do carry on, right? What's the point? You never gonna fight AJ. You ain't gonna get a Fury trilogy. For what? He beat you twice. The WBC ain't gonna do you no favors. Neither is the IBF. Neither is the WBA or WBO. What's the point of fighting for a big PBC heavyweight belt versus Andy Ruiz? Come on. Come on, man. It's a wrap. What's the point? A trilogy with Luis Ortiz? FN Jabwe gone. You gonna fight Robert Hellenius? A big PBC heavyweight first title PBC defense versus Adam Kanowski? Just retired. The white man just do, man. Al Heyman been playing Deontay Wilder. Wilder should have been had the IBF and the WBC belt. Al Heyman made AJ a champion. It's a wrap. Now, what if AJ don't want to fight Fury next? What's gonna happen then? Chuck said if Fury beats AJ, he can retire a certified Hall of Famer. Facts. Chuck said AJ is a bish. A fight should have happened when they were both undefeated. Yup. And everybody just, still be on Team AJ. It ain't no point for Wilder to kill Terry Young. For what? You made your money. Al Heyman is you clear. You expendable for Al Heyman. Don't care about you. They paid you $20 for the Brazil. They paid you $20 million for the Ortiz rematch, and you made probably $40 million fucking with Tyson Fury. Come on, you was out there twerking after that loss, bro. We caught you twerking. It's a wrap. There's nothing out there for him. Dillian White Povetkin winner. Do you really want to fight the winner of that for what? Come on. I mean, who else? Usyk. You want to fight Usyk? You really want to fight Usyk? I mean, nothing out there for him. For what? He gonna come back and what? Start off at $1 million, $2, $3, $4, $5 million after making 30 minimum guaranteed. That's what happened when you get to listen to Shelly Finkel. Maybe he should have signed with Eddie Hearn. Maybe not. Who knows? General Pender salute. I bet Wilder wish he would have taken that DAZN deal. You ain't lying. They exiled Lou DiBella for making that meeting. Make your thumbs up button, but shit. Who am I to tell him? Maybe he want to go on. But I mean, Ortiz 3? Shit, maybe you should squeeze down and go to cruiserweight. Shit, he can come in at 215, so it's only 16 pounds he gotta lose. Be a cruiserweight champion. Make cruiserweight hot. This is why I'm hot. Ruiz is the biggest name out there. Man, that's a joke. You might as well retire. What's the point of carrying on? Shelly Finkel played him. He set him up for life with an annuity, though. He played him. Al played him. They played him for a big, retarded Southern boy. They played him like a country dummy. The country boys on the rise with the big fat rims on the ride with the dirty cow grill. Oh, remember that song? I forget the name of that group. That's from Kentucky. Samir, salute. Don't do my boy like that. It's over with, Daquan. It's over now. Move over. PBC already replaced them with that kid from Philly that they just signed. That's gonna be debuting on November 5th or 4th. They replaced them. Nappy Roots, yeah. All my life been poor, but it really don't matter no more. Nappy Roots gonna be okay. He said 7-8 was trying to put that Wilder twerking video on his fans only. You ain't lying, bruh. He probably wanted to put his face in his ass. Since his wife done kicked him out the house. The zone at least makes fights happen. Hell no, I keep Wilder out the cruiserweight division. I can't beat him in my own division. Vinny Ochoa, salute, baby. What's going on? He said Sumter Jim Crow. He said, oh, y'all, yeah, oh, he better come up with that money. He better come up with that money. He probably too busy giving all his money to the Beverly Rose. That nigga say he owns some property. I confirm that's negative. He don't own no property. Shit, he don't even own his wife. He don't even own Beverly Rose. She running him around Stockton. Come on, y'all talking about the nigga that talking about he got money and, you know, all this, and he living in the motel or the super motel 8. Get out of here. You ain't lying. That nigga was eating Velveeta cheese macaroni, nigga. Well, I eat that too, but shit, if I'm eating good, I ain't putting that on the video. I'm eating the baked macaroni. Mom's Duke or the girl cook, please. Nigga 5'7". Come on, man. But other than that, I mean, shit, it's over with. I ain't saying this from a place of hate. I don't hate Wilder. I'm just saying it from an advice point. For why come back and, I mean, come on, for what? That he didn't let the UK, Al Heyman, they didn't even have to make the Fury rematch. They could, when Fury turned down the original rematch, they should have just kept it moving. That's all. When he said he didn't want the rematch, they should have moved on. They went out there and got Tyson Fury. Don't forget, they got Tyson Fury because they was trying to match wits with AJ. PBC got the worst matchmakers in history, bro. They got the worst. Who the idea was it to come get Tyson Fury? They thought he was gonna be fat, out of shape, and Fury Wilder was gonna touch him on the chin. He was gonna go to sleep. Man, that was just some bad advice. Time to retire, brother. Al Heyman really let Bob Arum and Frank Warren finesse him. I feel like Al Heyman got some money under the table. Because, you know, Al Heyman, he be at all the big fights. Why wouldn't he at the Wilder Fury 2 fight? Square business. Why wasn't Al Heyman at Wilder Fury 2? He usually at all the big fights. He all at Floyd fights. Why he wasn't at Deontay Wilder fight? That nigga sold his ass. He did an Eddie Hearn move. He slave traded he sold Deontay Wilder out. Deontay Wilder was nothing to Al Heyman. Nothing to him. Nothing. Why didn't Andy Ruiz do this to Anthony Joshua and make his rematch clause expire? He said, I got drilled this weekend. Marine Reserve, but not missing Loma versus Lopez for anything. Salute. He said, if T.O. wins on Saturday, do you think he should entertain a fight between him? And he said he'll stay at the weight for Tank C4. Salute. He said he'll stay at the weight for Tank. He said that. He said he'll fight Tank now. You know Tank. T.O. I don't want all them 4 belts. You know, I want the regular WBA belt. You know, Leonard, I don't even, picture me fighting, Teofimo. You know, I don't like the WBC. I don't like the IBF. You know, I don't like the WBO, WBC, or the ring belt. You know, Leonard, I like macaroni and cheese. I like cornbread and turkey, Leonard. Floyd say, the belts don't make you, okay? I make the belt. So I don't want to fight for undisputed. I want to fight Leo in the rematch. So I don't, need to fight T.O. He don't sell no tickets. Come on, man. That's the type of answer you want. I've been jumped off the Tank bandwagon. Leonard. When I was fighting Leonard, I didn't care about the belts. Okay, Leonard. I didn't care about the belts. I told Tank all the time, don't just duck out in the ring, duck outside the ring. That's what he doing. He ducking. I ain't mad at him. You're Leonard Ellaby. Oh, it's a little bit too soon. Like, man, come on, man. Mayweather Promotions ain't built one star. Who they built? They talking about we gonna show the industry how to build a star. Shit, Tank one more false move from going to prison. And you gotta always hear Floyd Mayweather, this how I did it. I tell Tank all the time, this how I did it. Come on, man. Yeah, they treat Tank like a kid. Let's move on, man. I hope Wilder make the right decision. But I do not want to see Wilder and Ruiz for $80 on PBC pay-per-view. On Fox Sports Showtime pay-per-view. I would literally cop a squat on that fight harder than any other fight I've ever seen in my life before. I will speak that. I would destroy that fight. But they need to follow Roy Jones. And I mean by this, people forget this about Roy Jones. Remember Roy Jones fired his daddy. All these niggas with their daddies taking control of their life. You got Sean, Bill Haney, and Devin Haney. I ain't saying nothing bad about these, but you got Jerron and his dad. Shane Mosley did fire his dad too. So Shane got a little bit more nuts. T.O. and his dad, Loma and his dad. You got all these daddies training. I ain't saying they bad trainers. A lot of them is really good trainers. But these dudes, Roy Jones fired his daddy. That was probably one of the hardest things that Roy Jones ever did. His daddy didn't speak to him for a long time. The only time he spoke out for Roy, the first time, is when he was about to fight Buster Douglas, and he stopped it. Roy destroyed his relationship with his daddy to be great, because his daddy had him fighting tomato cans, and Roy felt like he was ready to step up. And Roy did. He went to top rank, and I think he beat James Toney. And all these dudes crying about their daddies and shit. You got niggas' daddies taking 60% of their money. All these dudes crying about their daddy, just fire them. At the end of the day, you can't have your daddy. Angel, I ain't even trying to say none of these daddy sons relationships is all bad. But Roy did what he had to do. Roy knew it was going to mess up his relationship with his father, but Roy lived his life. Roy felt that he was ready to go to the next level. And that's what happened. A lot of these dudes getting trained by their daddies is holding them back. Sean Porter. I think Kenny and Sean dynamic is cool, but Sean Porter got so much potential that Kenny can't tap into. And you see Teofimo Lopez crying about his daddy like it ain't the same no more, this, that, and the third. Like, come on. At some point you need that separation. That's what Fury rolled his dad for so long, got another trainer, got another trainer, got another trainer. It's time. It's time for some of these dudes to kind of separate from their pops. Shane did it. Shane did it. Tired of, these everybody putting a towel over their shoulder and saying they a coach. All these dudes, a lot of these, I didn't say all, but a lot of these fathers is taking away from their son's ability. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes don't even know what they talking about. He said Roy was like Boots. His first 21 fights, they wondered where he was at until he got with Top Rank. Yeah. Didn't fight nobody. It ain't, they both was in the same situation. I think Roy was a free agent. Jerron Ennis he not a free agent, but he ain't with a major promoter. Yeah, Floyd, he did it, but he didn't do it. Floyd didn't train with Floyd Sr. as a professional in the beginning. It's because Big Floyd went to jail. So when Big Floyd came back, he said, Roger Mayweather is my trainer. So it really wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? It happened, but it didn't happen. But, if Floyd Sr. was there his whole career, he wouldn't have trained with no damn Roger. Unless something happened in the gym. He said, Mr. Cruz said, my pops never coached me in anything. When I was in football in high school and in college, he was one of my biggest supporters, along with my mom, and said that this one thing he missed the most. It depends. You got them hands-on fathers that think they know everything. You got, some that don't, that sit back, and it depends. You definitely need them there to push you. Miami say, I would like to see Teofimo Lopez with a different trainer. Nothing against Senior, but I think other minds and other perspectives can better your skills. I agree. They brought in my man's Otto Wallin trainer. That's why Devin Haney was all. Bill and Devin brought Floyd in, and they used Floyd. Then they brought Mike McCullum in. And I ain't trying to get disrespectful in here, but Bill Haney ain't qualified to be in his son's and coach, his number one in command in the corner. He ain't qualified. I ain't trying to get disrespectful, but shit. But they want to live through their sons, they can do it. It is what it is. He said Big Floyd came back to Floyd like 3 fights before the Hernandez fight. Roger got with Floyd for good for the August. You know, like Emmanuel Augusta fight. He got rid of that motherfucker. He said, I can't pronounce his name. He used to be Loma's cutman early in his career. Camacho, whatever his name is. You talking about Otto Wallin coach? Yeah, he Lopez. So I can't remember what fight he was started being a corner, but Lopez been training with he was training with Barashnik a couple fights ago. So he had Pedro Diaz, and he been training with Luke Campbell. He said ESPN ain't playing. They promoting that fight. They doing a good job. They throwing as much as they can. He said ESPN ain't playing. They keep promoting. Loma and T.O.'s previous fights. It's been a while since I've seen a network go this hard. Yeah, they've been doing a good job. He said, you think T.O. should get someone like Reynoso, Bomac, or even somebody like Shields for him? I don't know if his daddy a bad trainer. They look good to me. I don't know. Shit, Bill Haney looked good in Devin corner. They ain't lost. They doing better than PBC. PBC did a good job for the Mikey and Earl fight. They went all out for that fight. If you haven't, make sure the thumbs up button. But shit, it is what it is. I think T.O. versus Loma should do at least 5 million. I hope they do 10 million. Shit. But yeah, man. I think Ennis up next. He's supposed to fight Baby Formula. But Sebastian Formula going to be fighting Conor Benn now. So, not sure who he going to fight. I'm going to take an educated guess and say Ennis is probably going to fight Abel Ramos. But I definitely think he next up. It's just that, the longer he wait to figure out his promotional situation, the more he going to suffer. It's politics. But I think he definitely can clean up some welterweights. Lopez, Josito, Jamal James would be a good fight for him. Sean Porter would be a good fight for him. You don't know if he's ready for Keith Thurman. But I think you can draw the line at him with Sean Porter. I think he beat Sean Porter. He'll beat the dog walking shit out of Virgil Ortiz. That ain't even no competition. He'll make Ortiz like a damn fool at this point in their careers. But I draw the line at Keith Thurman, Pacquiao, Crawford, and Spence. That's the line right there. You know, a lot of the guys in Philly say, "Oh, you could beat Crawford right now, man." We gotta see. It sounds good, but we know the book on him is he can't take the pressure. I think Boo's fighting Custio Clay. Yeah, that could be I think it's gonna be Abel Ramos. If he don't turn it down, they offered to fight to Omar Figueroa. He turned it down. He just lost. We ain't seen him since the Pacquiao. Was that the Pacquiao and Thurman undercard? But I think Ennis, you know, gotta wait his turn. You know, his father is a motherfucker, ain't he? That nigga like 60-something years old. He be going hard in the gym. Nigga, man, him and Tom Cruise is the best 60-something-year-old dudes I've seen. I think Tom Cruise 60-something years old. His daddy be going hard in the paint. He ain't stuttering. I mean, think about it. His son, what, 23 years old? He's 60-something? Shit, he been doing his business out here. He said, props to ESPN for putting the card on regular ESPN. PBC should have done that for the Charlos. Yup. But y'all, I got some rumors, and I'll take some questions. Y'all can start asking the questions, because I ain't going to stay on long. But, let me get to some rumors. Rumors. You got Ryan vs. Campbell will be at Fantasy Springs Casino in Indio, California. But they also want to move it, if fans allow, at any venue in California by December. You heard it here first. Crawford vs. Brook is announced this weekend. Like I told y'all, Spence and Danny Garcia won't go against Ryan and Luke. Ryan and Luke moving to the afternoon. Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez supposed to be fighting the 23rd of January. Hopefully I can get that wrong earlier. Heard Bob Arum on Baby Mama's Boy channel, I heard, said Crawford versus Pacquiao was signed because the pandemic, they had to cancel it. And Quarta, whatever the hell that is. And also hearing Mikey versus Pacquiao for next year. So that's still a thing. So you heard that here first. So any questions? He said Boots Pops has a fighter on. Yeah, he got was it Juan Carlos? Yeah, 47 pounder. Yeah, I heard. He say Mr. Brown said, who you got out of T.O. Loma? I hope T.O. win though. I got Loma in 10. I did a video on it. You can check out the prediction video a couple days ago. Who is on Ryan Campbell? I don't know. I care less. I just want to see the main event. Probably one of them long UK undercards Eddie be throwing on. But yeah, I ain't heard nothing. But who knows? I don't even know who in the Devin and Gamboa undercard. Y'all got any other questions? I'll answer them. If not, about to go to sleep. The deadline for Golden Boy to announce the share Casanos is October 17th. Okay, for the purse bid. Yeah, that's gonna happen though. That's if there's own letter to it. It might end up on PBC. Al Heyman got it. He ain't got no pandemic pockets. Berlanga fights this weekend. You talking about that Puerto Rican that could punch? Yeah, I ain't never seen him fight. I think I seen him knock somebody out, but I don't remember. You think Ryan Garcia is overrated? I don't know. Yeah, they overrate everybody. He a good fighter though. Hopefully he win. Can Bob and do Loma dirty if he goes the distance? I don't know where Lomachenko gonna go. To Al Heyman, Bob Arum control 130 and 126. He talking about moving down, so I don't think so. Not the way he been sucking on Loma Glizzy. I doubt it. What do you think about the channel? Man, I ain't got nothing. Why don't bring him up in here? He said, what you think about prospect Brandon Lee? Oh yeah, the one that knocked my mans out. Yeah, I just seen the highlights. He looked pretty good on Showtime. Lippy at Skidova next week. Yeah, October 24th. Yep. He got his visa, I guess. But yeah, Brandon Lee looks solid. What weight he fight at? Cause he knocked my man's out. He got some good hands. I thought it was Bruce Lee in there for a minute. So where they find Bruce Lee at? But shout out to Mad Dog A. Salute. 140, yeah, he gonna be a problem. What's that? What happened to my man's that fought Barrios? You remember my man's that fought Barrios on one of them pay-per-view undercard? That was a good fight. I miss going to the movie theater watching fights. Hold on. Yeah, you right. Man, I'm tired. That dude name was I can't pronounce it. Some Barakadive, whatever. It was on the Errol Spence Porter undercard. My bad. That was a good fighter. Barrios didn't drop him twice. He would have lost. Al Hammond love his Hispanic fighters. He said he doing NFL. Yeah, ain't no Thursday night game, so I do on Friday. Heard they canceled Thursday night. You see, New York moving up to 30, 35. No, I can see 30. Is Floyd ever coming back to boxing? Yeah, I heard. That's what Dan White said. You see the Hall of Fame list? No, I ain't see it. Chuck, so he said, what happened with Devin and Russell? I heard that Gary Russell didn't want to fight. That's what I heard. He said, Batara, whatever, fought one of the FS1 a couple weeks ago. He got a round 1 KO, Barrios opponent. Yeah, I mean, why they couldn't just do the rematch? 40 a stack, yeah. If Qdoba beats Lipinets and beats Errol Spence Garcia, and Errol beat Garcia but drops the belt, then Bob is going to have Bud fight. Yeah, that's a fact. He ain't dropping that belt. He gonna fight that guy. Bud gonna be the A side. That ain't gonna happen. Bud gonna fight that guy. I mean, Errol gonna fight that guy. I don't see him dropping the belt. He'll be the interim champion too. He'll beat that guy if he could beat Danny Garcia. He said Barrios team asked for WA voluntary, then shit, he should have fought straight for that nigga, man. He should have ran that back. He had the power to knock my mans out though. Pound for pound boxing channel salute. Well, yeah, let me get off here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I didn't want to stay on super long. That was a good press conference they had on ESPN too, so it should be coming back on. But don't forget, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We also got a Facebook group, all the links in the description. Don't forget, share the video. Best way to donate to the channel. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Other than that, want to make a donation, Cash App, PayPal in the description. Best way to donate is share the video. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button on the way out. I don't know what's happening to my computer. What is happening?